Musician Billy Wagner has the blues. Living in his wood cabin near Frankfurt, like many performers, the coronavirus has severely hit the bass player's pocket. Usually supporting the likes of Ringo Starr, the Fugees and Bryan Adams, COVID-19 has turned this year's music calendar on its head. For Billy, no concerts means no money. When not on tour, he teaches, but even that's now done via WhatsApp.
COVID-19 is the worst possible case scenario for independent artists like myself. Our profession has suddenly stopped existing. The virus has pulled the rug out from under our feet.
Uns hat's einfach, den Boden unter den Füßen weggezogen.
In the next 3 months, I would have earned more than 8,000 euros, and there were also some really good dates coming after that, 2 or 3 smaller concert tours. But now I'm just getting 740 euros per month from the job centre.
Euro vom Jobcenter.
Leipzig, hometown of Johann Sebastian Bach and the Svina family. Nadia and her husband are both internationally recognised Baroque musicians. If not for COVID-19, Nadia, an expert of the so-called English concert, would be overseas now playing in New York's Carnegie Hall.
Nadia, let's look again at the agenda to check if there's anything left.
Ob eigentlich noch irgendwas geblieben ist.
Well, not much for me. St John Passion in Armstad, London and Bristol are all cancelled. Our complete tour.
Until recently, I still had this chamber concert in Essen. They waited until the last minute before cancelling.
Kurz vor Schluss gewartet.
Insgesamt beläuft sich bei uns der Einnahmeausfall auf...
In total, we've both lost around 35,000 euros. Right now, it means we're living mostly on the money we've put aside for our retirement. My British colleagues can claim 80% of their average income, calculated over the last 3 years, a kind of short-term allowance. I think this is a much better solution than the German unemployment benefits system, which I consider to be absolutely patronising and a bureaucratic instrument.
Dieses Arbeitslosengeld II, was ich als absolutes Gängelinstrument empfinde.
Next stop, Budapest. The city's Sziget Festival is one of Europe's biggest. In 2019, it attracted over 500,000 visitors. But this year, for the first time in more than a quarter of a century, the fields will be empty. All events of 500 people or more are banned in Hungary until mid-August, meaning thousands of technicians and artists are out of work.
It's a very difficult situation for all the concert and festival organisers, given that they do not have any cash flow or income. For example, they're having to repay the price of tickets bought in advance. The problems they're facing are unprecedented.
István is a sound engineer during Sziget. But just like hundreds of other backstage technicians, the cancellation of the festival has left him without that work. To make ends meet, István has found a temporary job at a supermarket. He's also launched a crowdfunding campaign to help other roadies working in the sector. In just 1 week, the page has raised 5 million forints, around €14,000.
A gyűjtés főleg azoknak szól, biztos vagyok benne, én magam is tudok ilyen emberekről, akik otthon maradtak.
The fundraising is for people. I know some of them who have had to stay at home with their children because the schools are closed and only their partners have a part-time job. There are people who have loans but cannot pay them back because they cannot work at the moment.
Hitel van a házán, és nem tud dolgozni, és ezeket az embereket szeretné ez a dolog támogatni.
Our last port of call is Nuremberg in southern Germany. Geraldino is a jack of all trades. Creating art objects from toys is just his latest idea. First and foremost, however, he's a singer-songwriter composing pop music for children. Normally organising concerts for kids, Geraldino says he's had to watch the pennies since all big events were banned.
Die Autoindustrie fordert die Adidas, Puma.
The car industry, Adidas, Puma, the airlines, they get huge support, but ordinary people that no longer have any income are left out in the rain. In my opinion, this is outrageous. It's unfair towards us, the small independent artists. It's unacceptable.
Selbstständigen Künstlern und anderen kleinen Selbstständigen gegenüber einfach nicht fair. Das ist unmöglich.
Bavaria recently launched an emergency support scheme for independent artists. Geraldino says the €1,000 he's receiving isn't enough.
We had 100 performances booked this year, and already 40 of those are cancelled, and there's nothing at all in the pipeline for 2021.
Nobody knows how this epidemic will develop. The politicians cannot say. If we will get the green light to begin performing again 100% by September, nobody can say.
In this case, they should take care of us. They should give us something. They should give us some money. How are we going to live without money?
As long as performances are restricted, we should be entitled to some sort of allowance, at least 60% of our usual income.
Geraldino has scaled things back. Instead of playing to some 3,000 cheering children, he's now just singing in his neighbourhood.
I'm pleading to the politicians, just give us a chance, give us some outlook for the future. Don't let us die of thirst.
Das kommt bald wieder.